This is Hajime Reardo, the oldest of the brothers, age 23 years. This is Suzuko, age 19 years. This is Awaru, the third brother, age 15 years. And this is Amaru, the youngest brother at 13 years. He's our target.
Hey, Amaru! Come on, hurry up and get your skates on. I'll teach you how to do a spin.
Nah, don't want to.
Okay, then, you can just watch me. But you'll never get any better if you don't put in some practice.
I will a bit later.
See ya. Woo!
Right. Okay, the kid's all alone.
The younger Ryudu brothers, Owaru and Amaru, had decided to spend the evening at this roller skating rink in an amusement park near Yamanaka Lake. In actual fact, it was only Owaru that had really wanted to go and skate, but nevertheless, Amaru had agreed to go along to keep his brother company. This was typical of gentle Amaru's caring nature. The house where the four brothers live is set in a leafy suburb of Tokyo called Yamate Avenue. It was built in the 1930s by their illustrious grandfather. Now, however, the brothers live there alone, having lost their parents some years ago. This particular night was to see the beginning of a very strange sequence of events.
Leave it, Hajime. I'll get it.
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from Manga Double Glazing. Our representative...
Thank you for calling, but we don't need any double glazing.
Oh, we're sorry to have bothered you, sir.
And warm regards to those people tapping this phone call.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, come on, cheer up. Next week, I promise I'll take you to the movies. All right, I know. How about an ice cream? Right. Back in a minute.
Okay, let's move it.
Hey, who was that on the telephone just then?
Just some guy selling double glazing. There you go. It's pretty strong. It's 1/4 Maca and 3/4 Colombian.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot.
Oh, no problem. You've been out at work all day, so it's the very least I could do.
Great coffee.
I just found one of them upstairs this afternoon.
What a nuisance. Someone seems very keen to know exactly what we're doing. We'll stop them.
Shit, they found our last bug.
Never mind. Plan B is working fine. Let's get out of here.
Where's he gone? Hey, Amaru! Hey, come back, Amaru!
Well, if you mean that kid who was sitting back there, I saw 3 guys pick him up and carry him out.
Yeah, 3 men just put a screaming kid in the back of a car.
What color was it?
Black, a Mercedes-Benz. Why? What's going on? I thought one of the men must have been the kid's dad.
The chloroform's put a little jerk right out. He won't give us any more trouble now.
This is Yellow Tiger. Plan B implemented. We're heading for Tokyo.
Huh?
Something wrong?
No, don't worry, it's nothing. I'm seeing things. Huh? Look, I know this sounds nuts, but we're being followed by a kid on roller skates.
What?
It's the kid's older brother from the amusement park. He's gonna catch up on his roller skates.
Roller skates? Get a grip, dickhead. What?
Hey, let my brother go, you low-life scumbags!
You really gotta step on it.
I've already got the pedal to the metal.
We need more speed. This is impossible. How can he do it? He can't be human. Oh, jeez.
Okay, don't try anything or the kid eats a bullet.
All right, Hotshot, that's far enough. One move in your history, understand?
Listen, mister, I don't want any trouble. I just want my brother back. Huh?
As you've probably gathered by now, the Riado brothers cannot really be regarded as perfectly ordinary guys.
Uh-oh, it looks as if Uncle Toba's gonna honor us with his presence. Must be something pretty important at this time of night.
Well, I dare say it's about this director business.
Right, well, I'll come straight to the point. I'm not here to talk to you as your uncle, but as president of Kiowa College. I have to tell you, Hajime, that if you don't send in your resignation, I'll have no alternative but to dismiss you at the next board meeting.
And you would prefer it if I decided to quit on my own instead of having to sack me.
That's right. Now, I want you to understand it's nothing personal, but I think you're far too young to hold a directorship in an establishment such as Kiowa College.
Well, you're quite right. My brother's only 23 years old, but life's given him a lot of experience.
I don't believe it! You've been listening at the keyhole!
Not at all. It's just your voice is so loud I can hear you clearly in the kitchen.
It's outrageous! You young people have got to learn some respect for your elders before you're fit to hold any kind of office.
Well, Uncle, I have a great deal of respect for anyone, whether they be young or old, if they behave in a way that commands it.
That's enough! I will not tolerate such nonsense. Understand this. Just because Hajime is the grandson of the college's founder, he will not be treated in a special way.
But, Uncle, you married the founder's daughter and then became president.
I'm leaving!
My goodness, Uncle Toba has changed.
I remember he began to change when Grandfather died and he became the new president of Kiowa College. Which reminds me, what are you going to do about your directorship?
I'm not going to do anything. Grandfather used to say that we have more important things to do than worry about the running of Kiowa College. So if this means we have to let go of the college and focus on other things, then we won't get upset about it.
And what exactly are those other things then? Huh?
You'll know soon enough when the time is right.
When the time is right?
Huh? They're back, but something's wrong. That's them. Right then. What sort of trouble have you been getting into this evening? He's okay. Now, Oru, let's hear your explanation. It was extremely foolish of you to leave your little brother unattended. If you'd stayed with him, this wouldn't have happened.
I don't know why you're giving me all this grief about it, because I got him back.
I suppose it's true you did manage to rescue him, but you made such a mess of it you didn't even find out who was behind the kidnapping.
Well, I just wanted to get Emerald back, that's all. I didn't think to say, oh, by the way, excuse me for asking, but why are you kidnapping my brother?
Yes, there wouldn't have been any point. I'm sure their boss hadn't told them why he wanted Amaru taken.
Weekday mornings at the Riado's house are always the same. They'd never get up without me. Good morning! Wakey, wakey! Good morning! Time to get up! Wake up! Wake up! Come on, everyone, get up and into the bathroom. Get washed, put your laundry out, and then get downstairs for breakfast.
Matsuri, where did you put my jeans?
In the wardrobe! Now, Owaru, dry it up! My name is Matsuri Toba, and I'm the daughter of the boys' Uncle Toba. Since they lost their parents, I have made it my personal crusade to ensure that the boys' household is not missing a woman's touch. Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle, but for me it's a labor of love. After all, they are my first cousins. There you are. Eat up, everyone.
Thank you, Matsuri. If it weren't for Matsuri, we wouldn't be able to enjoy a delicious breakfast like this one.
That's true.
The most amazing thing about it is that she's Uncle Toba's daughter. He's such a miserable old git, and yet she's so nice.
Oh, don't worry, Matsuri. I'll take that up to him. Amaru, are you up yet? Time to get up. Huh? So, the time Grandfather spoke of would appear to be drawing near. These are the first signs he foretold.
Welcome, Mr. Furuta. Welcome to the college.
Tell me, Toba, does your college follow all the directives of the Ministry of Education? For instance, is the national anthem sung every morning at assembly?
Oh, yes, and we do it with the piano and everything.
Cool. Oh, yes, this is my son, Yoshikuni. He's majoring in business at Kokoku University. He's a very bright lad.
I'm really clever. What? I expect you take after your father. You must be very proud of him, sir. Now, if you'll come this way, I'll show you to my office.
Now then, did you get rid of him?
I take it you're referring to the dismissal of Hajime Ryudu as director of this college?
Well, have you done it?
Well, I need a bit more time, sir.
I gave you till the end of the week. That's more than enough.
Yes, well, of course, you're quite right. A week is plenty of time, but I would remind you it hasn't finished yet.
Another cigar.
Yes, Dad.
There's something else we need to discuss. I'm told your daughter, Matsuri, has blossomed into a particularly healthy young woman. I hear she's a very beautiful specimen.
Well,
Well, I've been thinking, wouldn't she be a lucky girl if she was to marry my son?
well, I'm not sure we should, decide.
Of course, I don't mean straight away. Yashikuni doesn't even have a job at the moment, so all I'm suggesting is that we just arrange an engagement for the happy couple.
Oh, yes, right, I see. So you're saying that when your son gets a job...
In fact, to speed things up, I was thinking he could get a job here working as your secretary until he learned enough to manage the college by himself.
Huh? What did you say?
Well, it would only be sensible to give him some time running the place before you retire and he becomes president.
Being president would be really cool.
Yes, well, perhaps I ought to discuss it with my daughter just in case there might be, someone else she might fancy.
I hope you're not going to tell me it's one of those damn Ryudo brothers.
Well, I don't know.
Good. Well, it's been an interesting little chat. Now, I want you to join me tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like you to accompany me to Gozen's mansion.
I would be delighted and honored to have the opportunity to meet Mr. Gozen.
It is indeed a great honor to meet Mr. Gozen, and I'm trusting you not to say anything stupid in front of him. Do you get that, Toba?
Oh, yes, you can rely on me, Mr. Furuta.
These pictures were taken last night by my agents using an infrared camera.
And this is Owaru, the third son.
Right. And as you can see, his powers are extraordinary. We estimate his speed to be well over 150 km/h.
That's still not enough information. I need more.
Yes, Mr. Gozen.
I want you to find out about the other three sons as a matter of priority.
At once, sir.
Mr. Gozen will see you now, gentlemen.
Is it okay to let him through?
Yeah, the scanner's not showing any weapons. They're clean.
Is security ready to receive them?
Yeah, nothing elaborate, just a few guys to keep an eye on them.
Mr. Furuta and his companion request the pleasure of an audience with you, Mr. Gozen.
Send them in.
Please accept our deepest thanks for saving us, Mr. Gozen.
Yes, yes.
I've taken the liberty of bringing Sechira Toba, the president of Kiowa College, along to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you.
I'm afraid I don't understand, Mr. Furuta. Oh? I thought you were going to bring Amaru Ryudo.
Well, there was a bit of trouble, sir.
Yeah, we heard all about that. Please accept my condolences on losing 4 of your, what do you call them? Oh yeah, private secretaries in that car accident. Terrible. Mind you, I don't blame them. It was probably bad planning. I do hope this doesn't mean the legendary Deepman Furuta is beginning to lose his grip. That would be such an awful loss.
Now, let's not be nasty to one of our oldest friends.
Sorry.
Now, Mr. Toba, I hear you wish to join our organization.
Yes, sir.
I believe we can find a space here for a man like you. However, certain qualities are required if you are to keep that place. The most important is loyalty.
I swear that I'll never let you down, Mr. Gozen.
So long as you don't, I can see you soon taking a place in my organization's House of Counselors. It is from there that the business of governing Japan is decided, not in the pathetic parliament.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Furuta. I wouldn't disappoint me again, as you know I can't abide failure. If you make another mistake, I promise you won't live to regret it.
I'm sorry, sir.
Good. You may go now.
But, Mr. Gozen...
I said you may leave now.
At once, sir. Straight away, sir. Thank you, sir. God, I hate that Takabayashi. It makes me puke to see the way the slimy little creep sucks up to Mr. Gozen. Oh, you're just as bad trying to make me look stupid after I'd introduced you to him, you rat.
Furuta is an idiot. He can no longer be trusted to do anything.
I agree, sir.
I'm going to transfer responsibility for monitoring the brothers' activities to someone else. Our information must be reliable.
Yes, sir.
I must ascertain if there's any truth in the legend of the Dragon Kings of the Four Seas. Or if it's nothing more than an old wives' tale handed down from ancient mythology.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, tell me how you are enjoying the mansion's carb. Tasty?
Oh, yes, sir. It's excellent. I've never eaten fish with such a good flavor.
I'm glad you appreciate it. They developed this taste on account of their special diet of dead meat.
I'm sorry, sir. What do you mean by dead meat?
Why, the corpses of those who displease me. Once they've been executed, I have them thrown to the fish. Don't worry, my friend. I'm only joking. Would I do anything so evil?
Everything's quiet so far.
No, hold it a second. There's someone at the gate. Which one's that?
I think it's Amaru, the youngest of them.
Anyone else?
No, he's alone.
Excellent. We'll prepare to strike immediately.
Hey, there's something wrong.
Huh? It looks as if Amaru's having another of his sleepwalking attacks again.
All right, it looks like we can put Plan B into action again. Call for it.
Okay.
Okay, then. And where do you think you're going to, kid? Well, I'll be damned if the kid isn't sleepwalking.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you suppose they are?
I don't know, but I bet they're not going to offer Amaru complimentary ringside tickets for WrestleMania. Oh, now what?
What's the matter?
Look, he's floating.
Oh,
What? He's right.
Oh, God!
incredible!
That seems to have given them something to think about. We must be the only guys in Tokyo with a youngest brother who can levitate while he's asleep.
Shut up, will you? Let's see what their next move's going to be.
You're safe.
The time when Amaru would take full possession of his powers was not far away. But Amaru was not alone. The others, too, would soon come into their powers.
Wow, so you think the different colored lights in your dream were actually dragons? It seems to me as if Amaru's dreams are getting clearer and clearer.
For once, Owaru, I think you could be right.
Well, it's just that before he's never had any idea what the lights were, but now it's as if they're beginning to take some shape.
It's interesting that the dreams seem to be working towards some definite conclusion.
Premonitions, perhaps. But of what future event, I wonder?
Well, I also had a premonitionary dream last night. I dreamt that you were going to be late for school again today.
Oh, God, you're right! Hurry up, we'll miss the train!
Excuse me, Hajime, but this strange dream that Amaru's had?
Yes?
Well, I thought I ought to tell you that I've also had the dragon dream from time to time just lately, and I suspect you get it as well.
You're quite right. I do have the dream, and I suspect Owaru also has it, but he can't remember it once he wakes up.
Well, if all of us have it, do you think that it's hereditary? And if so, why?
We'll see in the fullness of time.
Good morning, Mr. Rizzo.
Oh, good morning, girls.
Oh, the Rizzo brothers are so handsome. Yeah, the oldest one, Hajime. I've got such a crush on him. He's just so gorgeous. I prefer the younger one, Suzuku. He really is Mr. Perfect. When he looks at me, I just completely melt inside. I tell you, I'm so completely in love with him.
Since the Ryudo brothers' grandfather founded Kiowa College, it has grown into a comprehensive education facility taking pupils from kindergarten through to sixth form college. Amaru is a freshman in junior high school, whilst Owaru is a senior there. Suzuku is attending the college as a sixth form student. Unfortunately, he seems to distract nearly all the female pupils. And finally, Hajime holds a seat as a director of the college despite only being 23 years old. In addition, he teaches history to pupils in the high school section.
All right then, everyone, these are the questions for today's test. Now, this isn't an exercise in remembering facts. What I'm looking for is an understanding of the implications of these historic events and how they affect the way we live today. Okay? I'll be back in an hour.
Sir?
Hello there, Ari. Is there something you want to ask me?
Yes. Well, no.
Well, is there something the matter, perhaps?
Well, please, will you read this note for me?
Yes, of course I'll read it, but I'm going to correct any spelling mistakes I find with a red marker pen.
Oh, thank you, sir. I do hope you like it.
Father! What's all this I hear about you wanting to dismiss Hajime as a college director? You know full well he's the best man on the board. Dismissing him's utter madness, and I don't know how you can do it.
Well, you wouldn't understand, dear. These things have to be done sometimes.
Well, I must admit, dear, this is one of those occasions when I don't understand why you've done this either.
Well, well, there's no special reason. I just happen to think it's the right thing to do in the circumstances. Anyway, look, I've made my decision, and I don't want any argument about it, right?
Father, you're behaving like a pig. Mother's a director of the college. She has a right to know. Or perhaps you're going to sack her as well.
Matsuri, I realize this is an emotional issue for you, but as president of the college, I have to see the business side. If the college is to expand, we can't allow our image to be spoiled by having such a young director.
I really can't believe that you're saying this. You mean to tell me that you think projecting the right image is more important for the college than having the best people working for it in all areas of its administration?
Now listen!
Oh, I don't think I want to hear any more. You don't seem to be able to distinguish between running a charitable organization and a business. If you ask me, I think it's about time you took retirement.
Psycho, surely you don't agree with her.
Well, I do think she has a point, dear. Anyway, that's enough about the college. I want to talk to you about something else. I don't think it's right that you should be deciding who Matsuri's going to marry.
What do you mean?
She means this.
Huh? Where did you get that picture from?
Never you mind about that. I want to know if it's true that you want me to marry this great oaf and carry his children, because you can forget it.
Now be honest, Psycho dear, are you responsible for giving her this picture?
Actually, no, dear, I didn't. If you recall, you left it lying on the back seat of the car when you came back from Mr. Furuta.
Oh, God, Mr. Furuta will kill me.
Hi, it's me. I thought I'd drop in.
Hmm? Oh, hello, Matsuri. Come to take a look at me in my director's office for the last time?
Oh, come on, cheer up. It's not the end of the world.
You're right, but I guess packing my things up just makes me feel a bit depressed.
So it's been confirmed then? You're definitely being dismissed?
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been told to pack my stuff, so I guess it's for real.
Perhaps I can cheer you up. Fancy a date? We could go and see a movie up in town, and then have a nice meal, and afterwards we could go to a karaoke bar. Oh, and I'm paying.
Je t'aime, mais je dois te quitter.
Vivre, c'est sans doute comme ça.
Albert. Albert!
Hey, sit down in front. The film hasn't finished yet.
Listen, baby, as far as you're concerned, this film's over.
Huh?
You're coming with us.
Well, it was a pretty boring film, and it isn't as if I've got anything else important to do tonight.
Yes, we could always come back and watch the film on some other evening.
We got him. Great. Now, I expect you know that I'm Yoshikuni Furuta. You recognize the name, I'm sure.
No, I've never heard of you.
Well, that's okay, because I booked us a room in a cheap hotel round the corner where we can get to know each other better. I've even asked them to supply us with a waterbed.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sorry I get seasick.
Okay, well, that's not gonna be a problem. We can do it right here. In fact, it suits me better because I don't have to pay for the room.
Listen, it's none of my business, but I really feel I should warn you that you're making a huge mistake. If I was you, I really would think about letting her go.
Listen, mister, this is none of your business, so just take a hike and forget all about it.
I'm afraid you're wrong. I'm her cousin.
That means you're one of the Ryoto brothers. Boys, get this moron out of here, and if he tries anything, dust him up a bit.
I hope your friends have all taken out good personal injury and medical insurance policies.
Shut up and keep still.
You can't say we didn't warn you.
Come back here, you wimp!
He really is as stupid as he looks. He'll have to learn the hard way.
I see you've decided to bring your curling tongs with you.
Oh, very funny, but let me tell you, one touch from this thing and you'll look like barbecue dog shit on a hot dog, so you better start saying your prayers, because here it comes!
Your magic stick doesn't seem to be working too well. Perhaps you should consider buying yourself some new batteries for it. Yoshikuni's father is to take over my old place on the board of college directors.
Yes, and I heard from a friend at Kokoku University that he's recently bought himself a seat on the board of directors there. That's the only way a complete idiot like Yoshikuni could ever get a place there.
The fact that I beat him up will probably make life a bit difficult for your father.
Don't worry about that. I won't be remotely sorry if father falls out of favor with a man like Furuta. It'd be a good thing.
I can't believe you've come home in this state. Unless you have that girl, all my plans will be for nothing. And to cap it all, you've let a little bookworm like Hajime Ryudo humiliate you and disgrace the family name. You understand you've managed to get me covered in shit, as well as yourself this time, you bungling fool. You realize if Mr. Gozen were to find out about this, I'd be in so much trouble.
Who's Mr. Gozen?
Shut up! Now mind your own business. God, I despair of you sometimes. All my life I've tried to do my best for you and the family, and just look at the way you repay me. Do you have the remotest idea how much money I forked out to send you to university?
Well, I'm tired of hearing about this.
What?
You're always going on at me about how stupid I am. Well, I'm gonna show you this time.
I see, and what are you proposing?
Well, as it seems we can't get anywhere by using intimidation, I've used my head and come up with a really clever plan.
Ah, that's more like it. All right, let's hear it then.
All right, Angel Bucks, is your name Ariasuna of Kiowa College?
All right, everybody, breakfast ready. Come and get it.
Owaru, go and get the paper.
Okay.
What's that? Who's it addressed to?
There's no address or sender's name. When I opened the door, it was just sitting on the step outside.
Well, perhaps somebody dropped it there by mistake.
I don't know what it is, but it's certainly not very heavy.
Dear Ryudo brothers, this package is to prove that we have kidnapped Eri Asada. The hair and the tape recording should assure you we mean business. So long as you do what you're told, no harm will come to her. Come to the place indicated on the enclosed map at 8 o'clock tonight, and we will give you our terms for her release.
It was decided that we should continue with the day as normal and mentally prepare ourselves for the night to come. Naturally, I made it quite clear to the brothers that they weren't going on this adventure without me. We're about 30 minutes drive out of Tokyo. The place we'd been instructed to go to is located near an artificial lake which forms part of the city's fresh water supply. Suzuku guessed that the property would probably be registered to one of Dietmar Furuta's commercial interests. It was situated in a very isolated spot.
Take the next left turn just after those trees. Okay, this is fine. We walk from here.
Crashizonda, my dad said to say thank you for all your help tonight.
No problem. Tell your father he's very welcome anytime.
Thanks, I will.
By the way, you won't object to the mess if I turn these people into sushi, will you?
No, you can do whatever you like. Dad said he'd make sure that any mess was taken care of.
I'm really looking forward to this.
How's it look?
Well, it looks as if they're expecting us.
The strategy for the rescue operation had been planned by Hajime.
Suzuku will go to the main gate and get the kidnapper's attention. In the meantime, Owaru and myself will jump over the wall and try to locate and release the hostage. Matsuri and Amaru will wait with the car and keep the engine running so we'll be able to make a quick getaway.
Hey, you're here!
Which one are you? The second son?
That's right. And incidentally, you're quite lucky it's me. I'm the only pacifist in the family.
Then try this for size!
It sounds like Suzuku's arrived.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Look, she's behind the table.
Huh?
Well, illegal entry, eh? You realize this gives me a good reason to chop you into pieces.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm afraid that you're wrong. The law allows for a maximum penalty of only 3 years in jail.
Never mind. I'm sure Mr. Furita can arrange a change in the law. And even if he can't, who gives a shit anyway, huh?
Very true. Well, we enjoyed meeting you and sharing your hospitality, but we must be off.
You can't be human!
All right, we'll call it a draw.
Oh, I don't think so. Let's imagine you're in my shoes. Would you want to call it a draw? I don't think you would.
Oh God, the pain! That's gonna kill me. That's sending the men the Ryodos are getting away from us.
Look, they're coming back.
Hiya!
So everything went according to plan?
Yeah, you should have seen the way we dealt with those guys. They hadn't a chance.
Do you think she's gonna be all right?
Yeah, they've put her to sleep with a drug, but I think it'll pass off soon enough.
Why are we stopping?
What's going on?
I don't want to worry you guys, but it looks like we've got company.
Huh?
Ah, Furita sent them.
All units, this is Control. I want you to listen carefully. The criminals you are pursuing are armed and dangerous. Don't hesitate to kill them.
Roger.
We might as well stay in here. We're sitting ducks out there.
Yeah, but we've got to think of a way out of here, because at the moment we're trapped.
It doesn't look like Amaru's very worried. He seems to have gone to sleep.
One of the helicopters get him?
Amaru! Amaru! God, what's happening to him?
This is Control to all units. I want you to make sure that both ends of the tunnel are sealed off.
Amaru! Wait a moment! Wait! Amaru!
Amaru, wait!
Amaru, come back!
Amaru, it's dangerous out there!
There's something just coming out of the tunnel.
Fire!
Holy shit!
A huge pillar of flame leapt up into the air from the bridge, and from where I was, it looked like some vast and ancient dragon. It was surely a manifestation from deep within Amaru's psyche, something that had been hidden for generations.